Hey there, this is Stevie with Stevie Reacts 2. I am reacting this week, getting back into Evil. Well, the show. I'm not evil, or maybe I am. No, jokingly. I'm going to react to Evil, uh, the um, the second episode, which is called 177 Minutes. Um, I am also going to briefly, and I'll do more in depth with this, briefly react to Batwoman, Supergirl season 6. I can't believe it's been 6 seasons already, as well as Black Lightning. Now, The Flash, I'm gonna do by itself. I just finished watching The Flash, and thank God. Ugh, this was like watching season 4 or season 1 or 4 again for me, as far as a opener. Um, Give me a second. Mm, sorry about that. So anyway, I'll start with Evil because their second episode, which, like I said, was called 177, was very trippy. Now, basically, the premise is, and there's no spoilers that I'm giving you, but basically the premise of this particular episode, and this is if you don't know, it's the CBS show Evil. I did, I believe, yes, my last spot was about this show. So it's about a priest in training. He's I forget the actual word that he said, but anyway, is David Acosta is the character's name. Um, and he hires a psychiatrist, psychotherapist, who works with the prosecutors in that particular city, New York, excuse me. And she quits to work with them because the prosecutors just wanted her to be a yes woman and just say what they need to say in order to get the job done and prosecute the bad guy. And she wasn't down for that. She wanted real proof. So in this second episode, they start with David's character, and it seems as if he has a particular problem because he ends up going to the same area. Every he runs at night. He goes to the same area, and it's like he's almost there to go into. It's a club, and it seems like there's a connection with the club and him. And he almost goes in, but he refuses to go in. And they show it twice. They show it 3 times actually. Get it? Which is what they said, which is in lore that supernatural demons, the supernatural knock 3 times at like 3:15 as a fuck you to the 3 nails of Jesus Christ. Something to that effect. There's something in the lore that I don't fully remember, but they use it in a lot of horror films. And I pray that I do not. I pray that I don't have that shit happen to me tonight. I do not want that happening. So anyway, we go further into it, and they're looking up. They're investigating a miracle this time. The first one was a possession. The pilot episode was a possession, and this time it's a miracle. So what their job is either to debunk or acknowledge that it was either a miracle or it wasn't. Long story short, we get into a lot of things, and Michael Emerson, he steals the fucking show. I swear to you, he steals the show. Every time he's on screen, I had to rewind. I had to rewind it 2 3 times. Now I've been watching other reactors, the normies, Hogwarts reacts for their Lost reactions. So I've been getting back into Lost, and so now I'm seeing him again. The actor is amazing, and I did mention this the last time, but he is just amazing. So his character Leland Townsend, which ha, son of a gun, almost sounds like Leland Gaunt from from Needful Things, which is a Stephen King reference to his book Needful Things. So I'm wondering if they did that on purpose, but I'll dig in a little bit on that one. But also, if you don't know what the book is, just go to 1994. That's when Needful Things came out, and that has hmm, so many great people in there. Ah, when I do the editing, you'll see it. But so anyway, the story ends up going where the demon George, the paralyzing demon, comes back, but this time he's going after her children, specifically one child who has a heart valve issue, a defect. And there's a possibility, unfortunately, and yes, I say I wouldn't do spoilers, but this is one. There's a possibility that she might not live until to her 20 to her 20s. Excuse me. Like she might die by the time she's 20, is what she was saying to David. That being said, this show was fantastic. I'm liking it more and more. I kind of want to rewatch it again. Even doing even doing this reaction, I kind of want to watch it again. But it was great. So it did leave off a cliffhanger. I can't go into full spoilers because I don't want to be that dude that always spoils. This one, I want to be a non-spoiler. So I did give you one, but that's something that is not indicative of the entire episode. Um, but to finish off, okay, so like I said, they were talking about miracles. They were investigating a miracle, and it was very unique because they were trying to see what happened to this young lady, and in fact, believe it or not, it reminded me of something from Lost, but I can't tell you why. So I'll leave it at that. Great episode. Please check it out. It's on CBS, 10 o'clock on Thursdays. So check that out. Now, the one that I'm not going to spoil, but I'm going to talk about again. I'm going to talk about now is Batwoman. We got our first introduction last year. If you watch the CW, then you know that she was in um, the crisis mixture episodes that they do with Flash, Arrow, usually Legends of Tomorrow, which they didn't do it last year with Legends, and Supergirl. But this year, last year, I should say, last year they left out Supergirl. No, they left out Legends of Tomorrow, but they did make a reference on Legends, and they left out what was the other one? Oh, and Black Lightning, because Black Lightning technically is not a part of the Arrowverse, and the Arrowverse is Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, and Legends of Tomorrow. So that's only four. I have a feeling that with Batwoman coming in and Arrow leaving out, because this is the final season for Arrow, just like Supernatural. Supernatural. Tear. Anyway, um, that they might bring Black Lightning in. So fingers crossed, because I would love that dynamic. We need something. We need something that's kind of hardcore, like Arrow, but something that's more nuanced and not just the superhero genre. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, that's what Batwoman, I guess, is going to be, and I'll get to that in a second. But I would rather Black Lightning kind of take over that, and Batwoman kind of be like Supergirl in a way, just darker. Where it's kind of like that push and pull. I'd rather have those two shows do that, and Black Lightning kind of pull everyone into a reality, because Black Lightning is doing some major. Mm. Now going into Batwoman, this came is coming on 8 o'clock on Sundays on the CW. The pilot came on just this Sunday, and what I can say about the show is that I had high hopes, but I wasn't looking for much. I wanted them to show me exactly what I'm looking for. Um I wasn't disappointed. I'm just looking to see where it goes, because I see it going far. And a lot of CW shows can look like crap from the beginning. Trust me, I've watched a lot of them, but they really pull through. I mean, come on now. Did anyone really think that a show like Smallville, um, or what's the other one? Arrow, Flash, or even Supergirl, or heck, even Riverdale, Vampire Diaries, the the originals. I can keep going, or their longest one yet, and I mean their longest one yet, specifically because of the fact that it is a sci-fi show, well, sci-fi horror show, Supernatural, lasting as long as they did. Supernatural has lasted 15 years. This is their 15th and last season. Come on now. You got to tell me. You can't tell me, I should say, that they don't know their base. Whereas a lot of, the ABCs and the CBSs and the Foxes and the NBC, it seems like they know certain parts of their audience, they take a chance, and then they just drop it. And that is what, when you get shows like Freaks and Geeks that are cut off easily, Firefly that's cut off easily. Hell, even on CW, before it was CW, when it was just WB, they cut off Angel after 5 years. No, they did it twice. They cut off Buffy after its fifth season, and then they cut off Angel after its fifth season. Buffy, that show got lucky because they went over to the UPN before UPN merged with CW. Angel was just cut off, literally. So, I mean, some of these places, CW got it right. They figured it out. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of teeny bopper. Okay, this looks creepy. Sorry, some came up on my screen um, from my Fire Stick, and I was like, okay, that's creepy. It's from a good It's from a what I hear is a really good horror movie called Hole in the Ground. That's a side note. It's just something that I was like, oh, okay, it's out now, so I can watch it. But anyway, getting back to Batwoman. Um, Story is about um, Catherine Kane, Cat Kane, and they make her the cousin of Bruce in this story. So anyway, we go through it. There was a terrible accident. Um, Her mom and her sister were lost, and unfortunately, is like this disconnect between her and her father. So her father shipped her off to like a military school academy, and she was doing really good in it. She wanted to prove her father that she could be the best. And comes to find out, well, not come to find out, but she's a lesbian, which is in the comics. They ain't no woke SJW crap. I don't want to hear any of that. This is actually in the comics. All right. She is a lesbian in the comics. So they incorporated that in the show because it's what it is. I'm tired of this shit. Everyone getting pissed off whenever we have LGBTQ um, um, characters, superhero characters. And I'm not going there. So anyway, she goes out and for years she pretty much did the Bruce Wayne tick. She went out for years and tried to hone her skills and her abilities. And then she comes back because her former girlfriend from the academy, who now is working for her father for years, or has been working for her father for years, has been kidnapped by a interesting new character. Um, I can say this, and it doesn't take away from anything. It's like a combination between the Mad Hatter and the Joker, but female. Now that you can say something about, but I actually liked her. The actress was actually pretty fucking awesome. And there's something that happens. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it has promise. I'm not like, woohoo, yeah, oh, I definitely want to see the. It's not like Evil. Like Evil, I was like, yeah, watch this show. This one, I'm like, watch it with a grain of salt and don't attack it just immediately because of whatever crap is going on in your head. Just watch it. Evil is the one where no matter what is going on in your head, it's going to scare the pants off you, even when you didn't think it was. I think Evil would last. Batwoman, lasts for at least a good 5 years. Hopefully longer, depending on how long they do this Arrowverse thing, DC Arrowverse thing on the CW. But I think it'll last at least a good 5 years. And I think it will get more interesting. I just hope they don't do that turn like they did with Arrow in season 3. Anyway, so I know I was going to talk about Black Lightning, but it's getting my video is getting long, and I don't want to bore you guys anymore. So let me go edit this, and it is it's not that late, but I just didn't want it to be too long. So those are my opinions about Batwoman and Evil episode 2, named 177 minutes, and things are getting good as far as like the shows that are coming out. I still have Flash to talk about. I still have Black Lightning to talk about. So once I finish editing this and send it out, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll do another double and get that going. So anyway, I would like to say adieu for now. Um, I'm probably going to be wearing the same shirt, so don't worry about it. It's probably more likely it's because of the fact that I did this twice. So, like I said, Black Lightning and Flash are coming out soon, basically right after, but I need to edit this. So, if I'm wearing the same shirt, it means I did this the same night. Deuces. I will talk to you guys later.